He walked into the lab healthy and walked out with a plague no one could see coming. In 2014, a young researcher at Tulane National Primate Research Center was working with a rare bacterium called Burkholderia pseudomallei. It causes melioidosis, sometimes called the Great Pretender, because it can mimic pneumonia, sepsis, even a brain infection. The mortality rate can be terrifying, and here's the kicker: it can lie dormant for years. During a routine experiment, he pricked his glove with a needle. No obvious injury, no panic. He washed up and finished the day. Weeks later, he got a fever that wouldn't quit. Tests came back negative, then negative again. He wasn't even supposed to have that bacterium in his body, so doctors didn't know what to look for. By the time someone thought of melioidosis, the lab had a bigger problem. The organism had somehow escaped the strictest containment rules. Officials launched an investigation. Rooms were swabbed. Equipment was sterilized. Even the primates were tested. Somehow, the bacteria had contaminated areas far outside where it was authorized to be. A select agent quietly crossed an invisible line, and nobody could say exactly when or how. The lab was temporarily shut down. The CDC got involved. Every hallway, every door handle, every drain was a potential breadcrumb. The researcher's symptoms kept shifting: cough, fatigue, then sudden spikes like a switch flipping. He was eventually treated with a brutal course of antibiotics. Melioidosis doesn't forgive mistakes. Stop treatment too soon and it can resurface months or years later like a ghost infection waking up. Here's the part that haunts people who heard about it. The lab never identified a single catastrophic failure, no broken vial, no obvious spill, just microscopic movement. The bacterium appears to have traveled through small lapses, the kind that don't show up on checklists until it found a human host. If it can slip through layers of security in a top-tier facility, what does that say about the ones you never hear about? And melioidosis isn't only in labs. It exists in soil and water in tropical regions, and it has already been detected on the U.S. mainland. Researchers suspect climate change is widening its habitat. Heavy rain, flooding, and one tiny cut on your skin, sometimes that's all it takes. The researcher recovered, but melioidosis is a disease that lingers in the background like a timer you can't see. You don't know if it's over. You just wait. And you wonder what else is quietly learning to slip through our filters. Follow for more true stories that aren't supposed to happen, but did.